church.
But
even he, you cannot go home.
I
was so thankful in my heart. All the brothers, they began to open their mouth and preach the gospel. All the brothers and sisters, they were so happy and excited. They would send me a message, Pastor, thank you very much. Whether I like it or not, through your guidance, today I preached the gospel, and so received salvation. He was happy. She was happy. I am very thankful. I was also very thankful in my heart. After we went to 10 districts to have a Bible seminar, all of our elders, we gathered together. All these new people who came, they gave them their name and their phone number. I told our elders, why don't you invite all of them to our Sunday service? I'll prepare a delicious lunch for them. Tell them, this time not only a cup of tea and mandazi, but tell them I prepare a nice lunch. Invite all these new people who are connected to the Bible seminar to Sunday service. On that Sunday, do you know how many new people who are connected through the Bible seminar came? 450 new people had to come to Sunday service. Hey, that is only the clap you give to Jesus. Where's the shout banner? Everybody say amen. I was so surprised. Wow. When we preach the gospel, truly God is helping us. Do you think I would be sad and be burdened, or do you think I was happy? My heart was only filled with happiness and joy. That is right. When we go out there and preach the gospel, surely God, He works, and God, He helps. Everyone, you got to know one thing. Those people, the men of faith, they never just settle in the position where they are. They always move forward towards the new works and the new direction. Now we did the Bible seminar tour, and then many people came to our church, and then I did not want to settle over there. Once again, the 10 elders gathered together. Elders, this Bible seminar had worked so well. Now we need to think of also another way for us to continuously preach the gospel. How can we preach the gospel? Let's think about this together. We were so excited. Which other new way that we are going to preach the gospel? And then one Sunday, I stood on the podium so that I may preach the word on Sunday. I saw this brother over here who received salvation 10 years ago. 10 years ago, this brother was connected to our church through IYF Academy. Everyone knows, a long time ago, also in Uganda, we used to run IYF Academy, right? Also in Kenya, 10 years ago, we used to run Academy. That time, we didn't call Weekend Academy. We called it IYF Academy. That time, this brother, he got to be connected to our church. And then as he was coming to Academy, he listened to the gospel and received salvation.
And now,
kati
that brother became a deacon.
oyo w'oluganda yafuuka
And
deacon.
now that brother
Kati ow'oluganda oyo
became the principal of a Mahanaim International School.
kati yafuuka principal wa Mahanaim International School.
Wow, if we did not do a IYF Academy 10 years ago,
Singa tetwakola academy zino mu
then
myaka
that
10,
brother must not be here today.
ono w'oluganda teyandibadde wano
But
leero.
because of
Naye
academy,
ku lwa academy
this brother received salvation.
kati olwo w'oluganda yafuna
Now
obulokozi.
10 years later,
Oluvannyuma
this
lw'emyaka
brother
10
became a deacon.
ono w'oluganda
This
n'afuuka
brother
deacon.
also became a principal in Mahanaim International School.
Era n'afuuka principal mu ssomero lino erya Mahanaim International School.
On that Sunday, I saw another sister.
Ku Sunday ne ndaba w'oluganda
I remembered how that sister received salvation.
Nzijukira engeri y'oluganda
Yeah, also that sister,
ne sister ono naye
she received a flyer of IYF Academy in the Nairobi University.
yafuna fly eno ya academy mu
When she was
University
sitting on
e
the
Nairobi.
grass field,
Bwe yali ng'atudde mu muddo
GNC, they went and then they gave her the flyer of Academy.
abaweereza b'ekiseera bagenda ne bamuwa fly eno
And then she came to our church to learn Chinese.
n'ajja mu kanisa yaffe okubanga ayiga olukoleya
And then as she wasn't coming to Academy,
bwe yajja mu academy zino
she also listened to the gospel and received salvation.
n'awuliriza enjiri n'afuna
And
obulokozi.
today,
Kati olwaleero
she's a deaconess, Esther Kanja.
era naye mu
I
deaconess
saw another brother.
ne ndaba owooluganda
Also, that
omulala
brother received salvation through our IYF Academy.
owooluganda ono naye yafuna
Another sister, she also received salvation
ne
through
sister oli
IYF
yafuna
Academy.
okuyita mu academy.
10 years later,
Emyaka oluvannyuma
all
10
these brothers and sisters,
abooluganda bano bonna
they became the great workers of the gospel in the church.
bafuuka abakozi b'enjiri ab'amaanyi.
So I was thinking,
Kati n'ekirowoozaako
but now,
kati
why are we not doing the IYF Academy anymore?
lwaki tetukola IYF academy kati?
Surely 10 years ago,
Emyaka 10 egiyise
in a small way we did
mu
academy,
ngeri entonotono twakola academy
and then
zino
they received
era ne
salvation.
bafuna obulokozi.
Now these brothers and sisters became deacons and deaconess and the workers of the gospel.
Kati abooluganda ne bafuuka badikoni ne
Why
badikoni.
now we are not doing IYF
Naye
Academy?
lwaki kati tetukola IYF academy nate?
10 years ago,
Oluvannyuma lw'emyaka 10
when we started Mahanaim
bwe
College,
twatandika Mahanaim College,
the one who was in charge of Mahanaim College came to the pastor.
ono yajja eri omusumba eyali agitambuza.
Pastor,
Musumba,
right now we are running Mahanaim College TVET courses.
kati tubeera nga tutambuza Mahanaim College ku gundi eza layisi
Courses like computer packages,
nga computer
courses like computer graphic design,
n'okuba nga tukuba ebifaananyi
courses like Chinese and Korean.
ng'oluchina n'olukoleya.
Even in our college, we are teaching these courses.
Era ne college tusomesa ebintu bye bimu.
So, if they come to IYF Academy, they pay small money.
Bwe bajja mu IYF academy
But when
basasula
they
sente
come to
ntono.
college, they have to pay big money.
Naye ate bwe bajja mu college bagenda kusasula sente nnyingi.
So, these courses are overlapping.
Kati tulaba nga
Since now we have Mahanaim College, I think it's better for us to close IYF Academy.
bwe kibeera nga tulina IYF college tubeere nga
So
academy
10 years
tugijjawo.
ago,
Oluvannyuma lw'emyaka 10
The pastor and the one in charge of Mahanaim College, they discussed and then they closed IYF Academy.
kati omusumba n'abantu abali babivunaanyizibwako ne baggalawo
So for
academy.
last over 10 years, we did not run IYF Academy.
Kati emyaka 10 egiyise twali tetusobola kubanga tutambuza IYF academy.
I told the principal of Mahanaim College,
Kyenva ngamba principal wa Mahanaim College,
our church sister,
sister w'ekkanisa,
Sister Mercy,
Sister Mercy,
I think we need to start IYF Academy again.
ne mugandooza tulina okuddamu IYF academy.
And then her face became very sad.
Feesi ye nejjako ennaku.
Pastor,
Musumba,
if you start academy,
singa tulekeraawo
then what about college?
kati ate college yaffe
Students will not come to college.
abayizi tebagenda kujja mu college.
I told sister,
Ne mugamba sister,
sister, trust in my words.
kkiriza ekigambo kyange okyesiga.
We are doing IYF Academy not necessarily because we want to teach them the skills.
Tetubawa kubanga tugenda bawa buwi.
We are doing this
tukola kino
because we want to preach the gospel to
kubanga
them.
twagala tubuulire enjiri.
Now, if we are doing this for the gospel,
Singa kino tukikola ku lw'enjiri,
then God is also going to help college.
era ne Katonda anayamba college.
College, now you will be more abundant because of IYF Academy.
Kati mugenda kubeera nga mulaba nga mufa ekiziyizo kubanga olwa academy eno.
Don't say anything.
Tobaako ky'oyogera.
Just listen to me.
Mpuliriza.
And let's do this IYF Academy.
Tukole IYF Academy.
And let's preach the gospel together.
Tubuulire enjiri wamu.
So we started season 1.
Kale ne tutandika season eyasooka.
Monday through Friday, we need to use the church facility for Mahanaim College, Mahanaim International School, GBS, and church, so forth. So we didn't have any extra space.
Monday mpaka ku Lwokutaano nga tubeera nga tukozesa ebintu bingi ku lwa academy, ku lwa college, ku lwa GBS n'ebintu ebirala.
But over the weekends,
kati ku weekend
we can use this space.
tukozesa ekifo kino.
So we were able to run IYF Academy only on the weekends on Saturday and Sunday.
Kale ne tusobola okubeera nga tutambuza IYF Academy ku Lwomukaaga ne ku Sunday.
And then we made all the students to attend the Sunday service on Sunday.
Kale ne tuba nga abayizi bano babeera nga
And
basaba
then
ku
on Sunday, we preached the gospel to them.
Kati ku Sunday ne tubabuulira enjiri.
We started season 1.
Ne tutandika season eyasooka.
Do you know how many students came?
Mumanyi abayizi bameka abajja?
Season 1,
Season eyasooka
146 students they came.
abayizi 140 be bajja.
I was so happy.
Nensanyuka nnyo.
Although you don't have to go outside,
Wale tolina kugenda bweru.
146 students are coming every Saturday and Sunday, and we are able to preach the gospel to them.
Abayizi 140 ne bagenda nga basobola okubeera nga bayingira ne tubabuulira enjiri.
We preached the gospel to them for 3 months.
Okumala emyezi 3 nga tubabuulira.
Many of them, they received salvation.
Bangi ku bo ne bafuna obulokozi.
We advertised for second season.
Ne tubeera nga tulanga season ey'okuna.
Do you know how many students have come?
Omanyi abayizi abo bajja batya?
300 students came to IYF
Abayizi
Academy.
300 bajja okusoma mu IYF Academy.
The number was doubled.
Nga ndaba
I was so happy.
nali musanyufu
Wow,
nnyo.
surely God is helping us.
Katonda atuyambira
So
ddala.
for 3 months,
Okumala emyezi
we
3
preached the gospel to
ne
300
tubuulira enjiri
students.
abantu 300.
Now, season 3,
Kati season
do you know how
ey'okusatu
many students came?
omanyi abayizi bameka abajja?
Season 3,
Ey'okusatu
600 students came.
abayizi 600 bajja.
Don't clap, don't clap.
Liddako kuba engalo.
Not yet.
Tetunnaba
Not
kutuuka.
yet.
Liddako.
We didn't even begin.
Tetunnaba na kutandika.
Season 3, how many students came?
Abayizi bameka bajja mu season ey'okusatu?
600 students came.
Abayizi 600 bajja.
I was so happy like you.
Nensanyuka nga
I was
ggwe.
also clapping.
Nange
Yes,
ne nkuba
God
mu
is
ngalo,
helping
"Yee, Katonda
me.
nnyamba."
We were able to preach the gospel to these 600 students for 3
Ne
months.
tusobola okuba nga tubuulira abayizi bano 600 okumala emyezi 3.
Many of them received
Bangi
salvation.
ku bo baafuna obulokozi.
Now, next season is what?
Kati season eyaddako
Season
eriwa?
4 came along.
Ey'okuna.
And then we said,
Ne tugamba
we need to preach the gospel.
twetaaga okubuulira enjiri.
Season 4, do you know how many students
Season
have come?
ey'okuna olowooza bameka bajja?
1,000 students came.
Abayizi 1,000 bajja.
We were so happy.
Ne tusanyuka nnyo.
Are you happy too?
Nammwe muli basanyufu.
Imagine 1,000 students.
Kati teeberezako abayizi
Every
mu-
Sunday, 1,000
1,000.
students that they attend my Sunday
Nga buli
service.
lunaku abayizi 1,000 bajja ne basaba ku Sunday.
By now,
Kati
our church service hall,
service hall
we
yaffe
can fit packed,
nga twenyize
squeezed.
nga twenyize
We can fit 2,000 people.
abantu 2,000 be basobola okutuula.
So 1,000 students and our brothers and sisters, close to 2,000 students, they came and then filled the hall.
Kati abayizi 1,000
I was so excited and happy
nasanyuka
preaching the
nnyo
gospel.
bajja ne batuula kubatubuulira enjiri.
Season 5 came.
Ey'okutaano nejja
How many?
olowooza bameka?
Season 5 came.
Season ey'okutaano bwe yajja
How many came?
olowooza bameka?
2,000 students have come.
Abayizi 2,000 bajja.
2,000.
Abayizi
I
2,000.
was so happy in my heart.
Nensanyuka nnyo mu mutima gwange.
Would you be happy?
Naawe wandibadde musanyufu?
Imagine if 2,000 people they come here.
Singa abayizi abantu 2,000
And then our
bajja
brothers
wano.
and sisters are preaching the
Nga
gospel
abooluganda
together.
baffe babuulira enjiri wano.
You'd be very happy, right?
Mujja kuba basanyufu nnyo
Yes.
si kyo?
Now,
Kati
season 6 is coming.
ey'omukaaga nejja.
We discussed it together with our Weekend Academy
Ne
directors.
tubeera nga tuteesa n'abooluganda.
Hey, brothers.
Badirector
Now we
abooluganda.
are starting season 6.
Kati tugenda tandika season ey'omukaaga.
Until now,
Kati
we've been doing a Weekend Academy in the same way.
tubadde tukola Weekend Academy mu ngeri
But when you
y'emu.
see how God is doing His work,
Naye bw'olaba engeri Katonda gy'akolamu
God
omulimu
is
gye.
always doing the work, always in a new way.
Katonda bulijjo akola omulimu
He
guno mu
doesn't do the
ngeri
work of the
empya.
gospel in the old way.
Takola mulimu guno bulijjo mu
So
ngeri
let's
enkadde.
think about how we are going going to do the gospel, preach the gospel through
the
the Weekend Academy.
Academy.
So season 6,
Season y'omukaaga,
let's focus on mobilizing once again the 2,000 people to come. Even when you want to mobilize the 2,000 people, you need to advertise and receive their name and phone number 20,000 people. I know Uganda is not like that. But in Kenya, do you know what is the biggest lie in Kenya? Our pastor from Kenya. What is the biggest lie in Kenya? The biggest lie. Yes, lie. What is the common lie? Let me tell you, he's not Kenyan, he's Ugandan. Let me tell you, the biggest lie in Kenya is, I am coming. And then on that day, do they come? And then they don't come. Evan, you understand, right? We give a flyer, hey, come to the Weekend Academy. And they say, oh, I'm coming. And then do they come? And then they don't come. So most of them, they don't come. So if you want to have 2,000 people to come, you need to register name and the phone number of 20,000 people. Then 2,000 people will come. We only count 10% of the registration. Yes. So our advertising team, they went. Season 6, we should have 2,000 people to come again. So 2,000 people to come. Let's register 20,000 people. So season 6, orientation day had come. 2 p.m. was the orientation. Usually when you tell people to come by 2 p.m., do they come at 2 p.m.? In Uganda, you invite somebody to come at 2. Do they come at 2? When you invite them at 2, they come at 3. Everyone, is that right? Is it also like that in Uganda? Yes. So, orientation was to start at 2 p.m. So at 1:50, I went to my service hall, expecting maybe 5 or 10 people. And then we thought we are going to start around at 3 p.m. So I came to the service hall, and then I opened the door boldly, powerfully, open like this, believing that there is almost nobody there. At what time? 1:50. Orientation starts at what time? 2 p.m. So I went there 10 minutes prior to the event just to check the preparation. Whether the chairs are set, whether the audio is working well, because no one will be there. 1:50, I opened the door like this. I was so shocked. I almost had a heart attack. I was so embarrassed. I quickly closed the door. Why? The hall was like this. Do you want to see? Do you want to see? Since you don't, your voice is so kidogo, maybe. I'll show you a picture tomorrow. I'll show you a picture tomorrow, okay? Shall I show you now? At 1:50, I opened the door. Already the hall was filled with people. Even up to mezzanine, people, they were already seated. So people, they were already there, and then I opened the door, so they were all looking at me. So I was so embarrassed, and I quickly closed the door. And then I asked, Hey, what happened? Right now it's only 1:50. I thought only 5 or 10 people will be there, but how come already the hall is full? One of our backstage engineer, he said, Pastor, look out the window on the street right now. Even more people are coming. I went to the window. When I saw the street, still so many people are walking into our church compound. I was so shocked. I sent a message on WhatsApp. All the missionaries and Samoanims. Right now, people are rushing in. Please come. And you gotta help. You go to B building, and then you set a screen over there. So one pastor, he went and set a screen in another building. So then at least through the projector screen, they can listen to the orientation, right? In 10 minutes, he called me, Pastor, even the B hall is full with 300 people. Okay, you manage over there. I called another missionary. Hey, you are in charge of outside. Hey, outside? Outside where? On the ground floor, set another screen and the projector. And then we are going to have orientation there for the rest of the people. Do you know how many people came on that day? People, they were still coming and coming and coming. On the day orientation, 5,000 people came to our compound. Don't clap right now. This is not the time for the clap. I'm still continuing. That whole 3 months, we were able to preach the gospel to 5,000 students. But our hall, I told you, packed, only 2,000 people can see it, isn't it? So with one service, we couldn't preach the gospel to all of them. On Sunday, we divided the Sunday service into 3 different services. Service 1, Service 2, Service 3, and then we began to preach the gospel. All of these students, they received salvation. Now, season 7 came along. Season 7, now, when I saw 5,000, God gave me the confidence in my heart. Surely God, He wants to help us. God, He wants to work for us. Season 7 and then season 8, right? Season 8. In season 8, we had fellowship together. Since Pastor Yongju Park, he said 10,000 membership church. So, this season 8, let's focus on inviting 10,000 students. 10,000. Everyone, do you know how many 10,000 is? So many. Then in order for you to have 10,000 people to come to Weekend Academy, then how many students do you have to register? 100,000 people. One whole month, we went out to the streets and then we registered 100,000 people. It was very difficult. But day and night, we will go outside. Whether it's raining, whether there's a sun, we will go outside, advertise, and then we register 100,000 people. We opened the orientation. On the day of the orientation, should I show you the picture? Do you want to see? Or I finish and we go in lunch? Should I show you? Okay. On that orientation of season 8,
mu kwanjula season y'omunaana
25,000 people came to our compound.
Abantu emitwalo ebiri kitundu be bajja mu compound yaffe.
25,000.
Abantu emitwalo ebiri n'ekitundu.
They could not fit in our service hall. Our hall can only fit 2,000.
Mu hall yaffe tebasobola kubeera nga batuula.
But
abantu emitwalo ebiri n'ekitundu.
So we started on that day orientation at 10 a.m.
Olunaku olwo twatandika ennyanjula ku ssaawa 4 ez'okumakya.
Starting from 8 a.m.
ku ssaawa 4 ez'okumakya.
People, they were coming in and coming in and coming in.
Abantu baali bajja nga bayingira munda nga bayiika.
In front of our Nairobi church.
Mu maaso g'ekkanisa yaffe e Nairobi.
You know, there is that main road, right? What is that name of that road? The main road, the downhill.
This one?
Yes.
Sekabaka.
Huh?
Sekabaka.
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 Sekabaka. Yes. You know Sekabaka Road here?
Mumanyi luno oluguudo lwa Sekabaka.
In front of our Nairobi church, the size, the width of the road is about like that size.
Era ne mu maaso
Isn't it?
g'ekkanisa yaffe. Yes.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Yes. Size of that road is about that in front of Nairobi church.
Oluguudo lwayo nalwo lufaanana bwetyo oluli mu maaso g'ekkanisa e Nairobi.
That road connects all the way from our church to Safari Park Hotel.
Olugattira ddala okuviira ddala ku Safari Hotel bwe lutyo.
You see right now so many people, you have no space, right?
Kati olaba abantu beenyize tewaliwo space.
The whole road was like this.
Oluguudo lwonna lwonna lwali bwe lutyo.
Our compound was filled with people like this. Can you imagine 10 services?
Service.
Every Sunday,
buli lwa Sunday
15,000 people came.
abantu mutwalo we bajja
We were able to preach.
tubabuulira enjiri.
And during the graduation,
ku lunaku olw'amatikkira
10,000 people have passed the exam.
abo abantu mutwalo baayita
And
ebibuuzo.
as you see on the picture, they were able to graduate.
Kati bw'olaba ekifaananyi ne basobola okutikkirwa.
So in the middle of the season 8 academy,
mu makkati ga sizoni
we
ey'omunaana
invited a missionary from Mexico.
twayita misani okuva
And then
e
we
Mexico.
hosted a retreat.
ne tubeera nga tuteekawo retreat.
And then we invited all academy students also to come and attend the retreat.
ne tuyita abayizi bonna bonna ba academy kubanga bajja mu retreat.
You see this huge triangle tent?
mulaba tenti eyo
That is
ey'ensonda
a
ennya.
tent where 10,000
esatu.
people can fit.
abantu mutwalo be bajjamu bokka.
But this tent became small.
naye kati eno tenti
You
yasobola
see,
okubeera
people are
entono.
also seated outside,
olaba
right?
abantu balina ebweru bwe bati.
Almost 20,000 students that they came and listened to the gospel during the retreat.
abayizi emitwalo ebiri be bajja mu retreat ne bawuliriza
This is
enjiri.
also a picture of graduation.
kino kifaananyi ky'amatikkira.
Yes, the people, they were also very happy.
abantu nga basanyufu nnyo.
This is also the picture of graduation.
kino kyali ky'amatikkira.
Yes, there are many people, right?
abantu bangi.
And then also he is the minister for youth.
ono ye minisita w'abavubuka.
He also came and gave the ministers a word.
era n'ajja n'abawa n'abawa
So 15,000 people through the chapel class we preach the gospel.
Abantu 11,000 bajja ne tubabuulira enjiri.
And then we set all the brothers and sisters to become a chaplain.
Era abooluganda bonna bonna ne babeera nga be babuulirira.
Although I may be preaching the gospel on Sunday,
newankubadde nnyinza okubuulira enjiri ku Sunday,
still they need to listen to the gospel, isn't
naye
it?
balina okubeera nga bawuliriza enjiri si bwe
So
kiri.
they needed to have 4 individual fellowship.
Balina okubeera nga at least bassa kimu n'abantu
They have a
bana.
passport.
Balina
And
passport.
every time when they have individual fellowship,
Kati buli lunaku bwe babeera nga bassa kimu,
the chaplain will give you a chapel sticker.
awo no chaplain aba
Chaplain
akuwa sticker ye.
So every time you have a one individual fellowship, you can receive the sticker and put it on your
Buli
passport.
w'obeera ng'olina okussa ekimu okwa kinnoomu obeera n'okukola onofuna sticker eyo.
Even all of them, they needed to have individual fellowship.
Nga bonna beetaaga okussa ekimu.
This is my son. My son also had individual fellowship preaching the gospel.
Ne mutabani wange wuuno ng'abuulira
So
enjiri.
everybody, whether you are old or young, everybody had to preach the gospel individually.
Bw'obeera nga oli mu kifo ekyo wadde oli muto
Because
oba
there were
mukulu
too
olina
many
okubuulira.
people.
Kubanga abantu baali
You understand what I
bangi.
mean, right?
Mutegedde
Too many
kye ŋŋamba.
people.
Bantu bangi.
So when I thought about this, all the brothers and sisters,
Bwe nalowooza ku kino kuba oluganda bonna bonna
they were so happy preaching the gospel.
baali basanyufu nnyo nga babuulira
Also
enjiri.
this season, our brothers and sisters, all of them, they became the chaplains and preaching the gospel.
Era n'abooluganda baffe bonna bonna baafuuka abantu abakulembera era nga babuulira enjiri.
I remembered
Era ne
when
nzijukira.
Pastor Youngju Park, he first called me.
Omusumba Yongju Park bwe yali
Hey, Pastor
ng'ankubidde.
Yohan,
Omusumba Yohan,
how many church members do you have?
olina abantu bameka mu kkanisa yo?
Oh, Pastor, I'm not so sure.
Sikakasa
During the retreat,
mu retreat
about 2,000 to 3,000 people gathered together.
abantu 2,000 ku 3,000 be
Hey, Yohan,
bakuŋŋaana.
how can that make sense?
Yohani ekyo tekiri mu
The
makulu.
church has been there for now 30 years.
Ekkanisa ebaddewo okumala emyaka 30.
How can you have only 3,000 church
Obeera
members?
otya n'abantu 3,000 bokka.
And he told me like that. In my heart, I was filled with my own thoughts.
Bwe yaŋŋamba bw'atyo mutima gwange nali nga nzijjudde ebirowoozo
What was
byange.
that thought?
Ebirowoozo ebyo byali
It
bigamba
is
bitya?
impossible.
Tekisoboka.
But one thing that we were taught in the church
Naye ekintu ekimu kye twasomesebwa mu
was to
kkanisa
forsake our thoughts,
kwe kuggyawo ebirowoozo
was
byaffe.
to throw away our thoughts.
Tubeere nga tusuula eri
So
ebirowoozo
after
byaffe.
I threw away my
Kati bwe
thoughts,
namala okusuula
when I
ebirowoozo byange,
continuously thought about the word of the servant of
bwe
God,
nagenda maaso nga ndowooza ku kigambo ky'omuweereza wa
God
Katonda,
gave me a new heart inside of me to move
Katonda
forward.
yampa omutima nze nsobole okubeera nga ntambula.
Everyone say, "Man, move forward."
Buli omugamba nti tambula mu
Your
maaso.
voice is good. Also, move forward.
Genda mu maaso.
Yes, so when I continuously thought about the word of the servant of
Bwe
God,
nagenda mu maaso nga ndowooza ku muweereza wa
God has
Katonda,
given me the strength and the energy and the power to move forward in the new direction.
Katonda yampa amaanyi nsobole okubeera nga ntambula nga ngenda mu kifo ekipya.
Then let's preach the gospel.
Katubuulire enjiri.
How can we preach the gospel?
Enjiri.
Let's preach the gospel through the Bible
Katubuulire
seminar.
enjiri okuyita mu Bible seminar.
After Bible seminar,
Okuyita mu
which
Bible
other new
seminar.
ways should we preach the gospel?
Tusobole okubeera nga
Let's preach
tubuulire
the
enjiri.
gospel
Tubuulire enjiri.
through the Weekend Academy.
Okuyita mu Weekend
Then
Academy.
we preach the gospel through the Weekend
Tubeere nga
Academy.
tubuulire enjiri okuyita mu Weekend Academy.
I have other testimony.
Nina obujulizi bungi.
That one I will tell you in the afternoon.
Obwo ngenda kubabuulira mu
Now,
afternoon. Kati
we are preaching the gospel in Kenya. Weekend Academy, yes, going on.
Weekend
Bible
Academy egenda
seminar
mu
going
maaso.
on.
Bible seminar zigenda mu maaso.
Again, God has given us another new way for us to gospel to the thousands and thousands of people.
Era
in
nakati
our-
Katonda atuwadde engeri empya ey'okuba nga tubuulira enjiri eri abantu 10,000.
Everyone, do you want to hear the testimony?
Mwagala okuwulira obujulizi buno?
To be continued in the afternoon.
Tugenda kugenda mu maaso.
If you want to hear the
Akawungezi.
testimony now, you must come afternoon.
Bw'oba oyagala okubuulira komawo.
Sawa sawa?
Bwe kiri?
Okay? Yes. But now let me wrap this story up.
Kati kamalize olugero luno.
Today,
Olwaleero.
we read the book of Hebrews.
Olwaleero tusomye ekitabo ky'Abaebbulaniya.
Hebrews chapter 10.
Essula y'ekkumi.
Everyone, chapter 10 and chapter 11 is talking about faith.
Essula y'ekkumi n'essula y'ekkumi n'emu yogera ku kukkiriza.
Everyone here,
Wano,
chapter 11 verse 6 it says,
11 olunya lw'omukaaga lugamba,
everyone, how can you live the life of a pleasing God?
obeera otya mu bulamu obusanyusa Katonda?
GBS, give us the verse 6.
Atuwe olunyiri olw'omukaaga.
Keep it up. How can we live the life of pleasing God? How? If you give a lot of offering, then you will please God. If you work hard, then you will please God. Every single time when you want to get the answer, you need to open the Bible. Turn to your neighbor and tell them, open the Bible. Again, open the Bible. Yes. If you want to get the answer, you need to open the Bible. And the life of a pleasing God. How do you please God? The Bible says, but without faith, it is impossible to please Him. Ever repeat after me, without faith. Louder than that, without faith. It is impossible. It is impossible to please Him. Then how can... Deacon, how are you? Today you moved from there to here because I asked too much question. Yes, how can you please God then?
Having faith in Him.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
The Bible says, without faith, you cannot please God. Then how can you live the life of pleasing God? When you give a lot of offering, by coming to church every day, by praying hard, by repenting, by confessing, how can you please God?
To be in faith. To have faith.
Okay. Now we know the answer. To have a faith. Is that right? Well, now let me ask you. Do you have faith?
I have it.
Do you have a faith?
Yes.
Okay. The next question is also coming. So you are responsible for yes. Do you have a faith?
Yeah.
Okay. They all said they have faith. Then they must know what the faith is that right? Isn't it? They said they have faith. So they must know what faith is according to the word of the Bible, right? I said whenever you want to get the answer, you got to open the Bible. They have faith or not? They said they have faith. So they must know the answer of what faith is, right? So should we ask them what the faith is? Okay. You say you have faith, right? Okay. Can you tell us what is faith?
It's always following the God's voice.
Where does it say that in the Bible? I said you got to open the Bible. So if you are just saying without Bible, where is the deaconess? Deaconess Deborah. Yes, I know you like something very practical. Yes, you want faith, you want practical, isn't it? So today, I am just telling you in advance so that you will not ask a question after I pray. So now, let me tell you, what is faith practically? Sister Deborah, isn't it? They say they have faith, is that right? Now, Sister Deborah will come and ask you, what is that faith practically? Sister Deborah, that is your question, right? Yes. What is the practical faith? And now you got to be able to find that from the Bible. Okay? You sisters, you say you have faith. Okay. What is faith?
Faith is a substance of belief.
Now you're copying from somebody. But anyways, even that the copied answer is already wrong. Yes. What is faith? You say you have faith, so you got to tell us what the faith is.
Faith is what I believe in God did for me.
So where does it say that in the Bible? Yes? What is faith?
A substance of things hoped for.
Substance of things you hoped for. So where does it say that in the Bible?
That's how I see it.
That's how you see it. What is faith?
Faith is to believe in something which you've not gotten.
So faith is something to believe in. That's why, even though it's been 10 years We are just living vaguely in our spiritual life. Although we say, oftentimes we say we have faith, but that faith becomes very vague in our actual life, isn't it? Everyone, let me ask you, what is 1 plus 1? Sister, what is 1 plus 1? No, she said 2. Is it correct? No. 1 plus 1 is?
1. 1 plus 1.
Oh, come on, sister. You don't know 1 plus 1? Okay, one more time. I'll give you a last chance. What's happening? Pastor Kim, what's wrong? She doesn't know 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1?
1 plus 1 is 2.
Everyone, she said 1 plus 1 is? Is it correct? No.
Nedda.
1 plus 1 is? You sure?
Yeah.
Everyone, 1 plus 1 is what? Pastor Kim, oh, what? She said 1 plus 1 is 11. What happened to Uganda church? This one, pastor is the problem.